Okay, you should only have 10 stitches on your needle if you cast it on 20 to start with. So now we have to get back to 20. So your instructions say K2 stitches, which is knit 1, knit 2. Then it says M1, which means make a stitch, make one stitch. See this bar right here between the last stitch you just pulled on your right needle and this stitch still remaining on your left needle? There's a bar. You want to pick up that bar with your right needle and put it onto your left needle. Do you see how that has created a stitch? But if you just knit that stitch like that, you'll leave a gaping hole. That's not what you want to do. Okay, so you've put your bar on your left needle. You need to knit in the back of that loop. Go to the back of that loop, not the front, and knit. It makes a cross, but it's the only way to keep from having a hole in your work. So you just made one stitch. Knit across. When you have 3 stitches left on your needle, you're going to make or increase one stitch by knitting, just regular, but don't take that stitch off your left needle. Go to the back of that same stitch, put your needle in the back, and knit again. These 2 loops are from one stitch. You made two stitches out of one. That's increasing one. And then knit the last 2 stitches on your needle. Turn it around and purl. Okay, let's try that one more time. Knit 2. Make one with the bar in between the stitch on your right needle and the stitch on your left needle. Pick up that bar, put it on your left needle, and knit from the back of the loop so that you don't leave a gaping hole. Alright, that's make one. Okay, you have knit across the row till you have 3 stitches left on your left needle, and we are going to increase one by knitting in the front of the stitch and knitting in the back of the stitch, and then knit the last 2 stitches. Okay, again, turn your work over and purl across. After 2 increases, you should have 14 stitches on your needle. Let's do this again, the 3rd time. Knit the first 2 stitches. Make one by pulling up the bar between this stitch and this stitch. Pull up the bar, put it on your left needle, knit in the back of that stitch. Sometimes, see how I push that to where I can get to it and pull this front out of the way so you can see the back. Put my needle through the back of that loop and knit regularly, and then knit across. Oops. So now I have 3 stitches left. I'm going to increase one by knitting in the front of the next stitch and knitting in the back, and I can do the same thing I did with that bar, is push the back up where I can see it and then knit. I've made 2 stitches out of one. Knit the next 2 stitches. Now you have 16 stitches on your needle. Turn it over and purl across. That's the end of your increase and decrease sample. Looks like an hourglass.